I was lucky enough to virtually attend the recent closed doors Armored Core 6 presentation, where I got to watch an early game mission played about 15 minutes of gameplay. The footage on screen right now is B-roll provided to me and shows part of the mission I saw, and I'll give my impressions of the uncut gameplay, which unlike the footage on the screen also featured the HUD, which I will talk about a bit later. And before we jump in, considering that I am sharing my impressions, I think it is important to state that I am an Armored Core enthusiast, but not an expert. I have played the first generation of Armored Core games and have picked up bits of information about the later titles talking with Armored Core fans, but my perspective is very much in line with probably most of you watching, in that I have limited knowledge of the series and that Armored Core 6 is the first contemporary Armored Core title I'll be playing. So my impressions are about the broader aspects of the gameplay and the general vibe. Let's get into it. The demo started with a mission debrief screen where we get some background information on the mission. There are these bad dudes who have taken up residence in an old megastructure. Now I say they're bad dudes, but that's extremely subjective in Armored Core, and the first piece of evidence to counter this is that the organization is called RAD. But they could be turning this megastructure into a mega orphanage and it wouldn't make a difference because we are a mercenary and we are getting paid to clear them out. We then move swiftly into the mission, opening with a gorgeous shot of the megastructure, the AC barely perceptible beyond the faint glow of boosters against the massive scale of the facility. Earlier in the presentation we were shown a variety of biomes missions will take place in, and the variety really does look great. Having arrived at the facility, the AC then hops aboard the vertical catapult, a device seen in the gameplay trailer, and the AC is flung skyward, cresting the exterior of the megastructure and revealing the intricate network of building, rails, pipes, and machinery within. The scale is palpable again, and it is explained to the attendees that there are multiple paths through the mission. You can choose to fly between platforms, you can make your way along the roads and rails of the facility, or you could do a mixture of both. I could clearly make out a number of paths forward, and by the end of the demo I got the sense that there is the potential to explore and find a lot more than what was shown. The AC then zips forward and it is explained that the Assault Boost, a skill where the boosters are used to rapidly accelerate forward, is a new addition to the series in AC6 and is to be used to close distance in combat as well as quickly traverse across the level. On screen now is a portion of the combat that quickly ensues. You can see the general pace of combat, the quick boost to dodge, and the 3D maneuvering available, but in the presentation the HUD was on and helped elucidate some more details. Generally speaking, the elements I was familiar with in Armored Core 1, your AP, which is health, your energy, which is kind of like stamina, and ammo were all shown, as well as a few features I wasn't familiar with. On the left of the screen near your AP were listed 3 repair kits, consumables that could restore AP during the mission. Next to it was a scan function which, no surprise, could be used to scan the area to show the location of enemies. In the bottom right corner, 4 weapon slots were shown with what appeared to be the associated buttons to use them, the right and left bumpers and triggers. In the middle, the AC's energy bouncing back and forth as boosters were employed to dodge and to fly around the arena. Based on the consumption of energy while boosting, there appears to be a fair amount of opportunity to boost around, but a few quick dodges or an extended trip through the air look to quickly bring the energy of the AC low. It was also mentioned that Quick Turn was another combat maneuver available, a move that would almost instantly flip the AC around. Perhaps the most interesting thing I noted here is that it appears that you lock on to enemies. This is further supported by the very familiar strafing effect this has on movement as it does in the Souls games, which is something of a change for this series. Armored Core certainly had homing for ammo and missiles as long as you could get the targeting system on the enemy, but as far as I know you could not lock your camera onto them. I paid attention as the targeting system appeared to snap to different enemy MTs, and also delighted in hearing the very familiar missile lock sound effect. The mission continued as the AC moved into the interior of the facility, and the shield was shown off, which appeared to cost energy as well as build up something called impact, which seems to be another major change to the series in AC6. Impact is like posture in Sekiro. It is featured over your energy meter and over the enemy health bar, and is something that will build up as you take hits. In this fight against this four-legged MT, it is stressed how important impact can be. If you or your enemy's impact gauge fills, it will glow red for a time, and much more damage will be dealt during that window. It is explained that different weapons will excel in impact or AP damage, and is a crucial element of building your AC. The AC shown fighting the four-legged MT was ill-suited to handle the enemy, and the AC is quickly taken out. I thought maybe this was the end of the demo or perhaps a segue into showing another configuration, and it kind of was. I saw a screen with options to restart the mission, end the mission, restart the mission from the latest checkpoint, or assembly. The assembly option took us to the garage where parts were swapped out, including a new set of legs. Generally, the options looked familiar to me, with the added bonus of having a much better system to compare parts. I know that this has been long fixed since AC1, but boy, the spreadsheet analysis felt very real in the first generation of AC games. At this point, with the AC better suited to face the current challenge, the presenter hopped right back into the mission from the last checkpoint. It appeared that health, ammo, and repair kits were all refilled. This ability to change things up mid-mission really surprised and delighted me. Tinkering is at the heart of Armored Core, and shortening the loop of experimentation and implementation seems really cool. With the new loadout, the AC was able to deftly build up impact and stun the four-legged MT, which spelled doom for it as the AC assault boosted straight into it, unleashing a series of deadly laser knife slashes that made short work of the enemy's AP. Now it was time for the boss, almost. They quickly showed off a supply point, which topped off AP, ammo, and repair kits before the upcoming fight with the Smart Cleaner. What a wonderfully silly name. We've seen this boy before, so we already knew that they were tanky in the vehicular sense, but the HUD also showed a big red AP bar that barely reacted to the AC's attacks. There was a bit more damage done when targeting the chimney thing on top, which appeared to be a weak point of sorts that the players can exploit by leaping over the boss and getting a few blasts down its chimney. The Smart Cleaner's impact built up at a more rapid pace, and it seemed to me that the key to victory against it would be to build up impact to the point of staggering it, and then capitalizing on the increased damage to tear the Smart Cleaner apart. The demo ended before the fight did, so additional phase or twists in the fight are unknown, leaving me eager to put myself in the pilot seat. And that was the end of the virtual hands-off demo. It really got me even more excited to get my hands on Armored Core 6. The scale of the levels looked incredible, the combat looked smooth and engaging, and the customization options have me eager to see what Armored Core I can make. It was really a delightful tease, and huge thanks to Bandai Namco for the opportunity. If you enjoyed these impressions, please give the video a like. If you're looking for more Armored Core 6 content, please subscribe to the channel, as there will certainly be more in the coming months. Thanks for watching.